football season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Again, it's Cook. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Weston. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Weston. And that is incomplete here.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept at jarring at 3.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Rager, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they get a chance of coming out with the W.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. third down. Weston got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this one.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A give up the middle to Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
From the gun on third down. Weston, that one complete out to Dotson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right to kind of play it into their hands. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss, because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And there he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he finds McLaurin. And some room to run now. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. And second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Weston. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Weston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that are watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Weston. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 4th down, Weston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll buy some time right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weston throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Man open is Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. O.J. Howard from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Complete, it's Dotson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
First down, Washington.
Looking to throw. Weston checks this one down to Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning when they play a one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare in real life.
First down, Commander.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Weston. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Howard to tight end. Washington on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Weston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake. Weston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Weston got an open man, finds Gibson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 23.
A gain of 15. And the Washington first down.
Operating from the gun. Weston. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
42. Commanders 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
on third down. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. From the gun on 3rd down, Weston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Commanders first down.
Back to throw. Weston. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Looking to throw. Weston, throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Weston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a